There we go. Mic check 1, 2. Okay, mic working now. Mic working now. There we go. Mic check 1, 2. Well, that was a bummer. Sorry about that, guys. Looks like we finally got the audio going here. And welcome, racing fans, to Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play here for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race at Bristol Motor Speedway here in Thunder Valley, the last Coliseum. And hey, glad we got that audio fixed up here, guys. What a start. We're already with our first caution here at Bristol after only one lap here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Thank you guys for hanging out here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. And guys, this is our first O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race that we're doing here with this live stream. So hope you guys are enjoying the channel thus far. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, mic check 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. Everybody hear me all right? All right, thank you guys for hanging out. Check 1, 2. All right, looks like we're doing good, doing good. Sweet, guys. Thank you for hanging out here. And we're waiting to get back to the race here on Tim Reynolds Show. All right, thank you guys. Check 1, 2. All right, looks like we're doing good, doing good. Sweet, guys. Thank you for hanging out here. And we're waiting to get back to the race here on
First responders in communities all across America. A little earlier maybe than we expected to see the caution, but field is lined up and coming to the green. Field is already chosen, and front of the field looks the same. William Sawalich has led from the drop.
He's going to do it again, though.
He does.
Yep, starts all over. You talked about it. He's got to get to the bottom as quick as he can. All these drivers are complaining about being in the outside lane. You got to get a couple of rows up if you can, but...
All right, guys, already hearing a lot of the drivers talk about the adjustments they need to make only one lap in. And I imagine we'll see a lot more cautions here in this race today.
Pace car back in, field rolling into the Echo.
Dylan, thank you, man. And we're back in the restart zone, and boogity, let's go racing, boys! And the number 18 shoots out into the lead here at Bristol Motor Speedway. As we see Creed there in the number 00, there on the outside, on the inside lane, I should say. On the outside comes Brandon Jones. And Jones there in the number 20 Toyota with that Monster Energy hood. Oh, cannot hold on to it. He gets a little loose there on the top lane, and the 00 takes advantage. And he'll take that number 2 position. And there on the inside comes a Cup regular. That's Kyle Larson in the number 88 Chevrolet on the inside of the 54 Toyota. And he makes a nice move there. Oh, and what a big run there by Gray in the number 54 Toyota. But that bottom lane's going to start seeing that rubber laid down here early on this concrete half-mile stadium racetrack. And see right there, Kyle Larson keeping it side by side and finally gets around the number 54, and he'll take away that top 4 spot. And now right behind that Toyota, here comes Sam Mayer. And Mayer in the number 41 Chevrolet has a nice run on the inside of the number 54 Toyota. Oh, and some contact there. Cheers, guys.
He's able to run a normal line. Most likely he's going to continue to lose here, but now slot in behind Sam Mayer. And that was a good job the outside. When you're stuck there early on, especially with that cup rubber down on the racetrack, you just want to not give up too much. If you can only lose a spot or two, that was well done. And if you're in the position that Taylor Gray was, you're looking in your mirror.
And you see here's Zawalich holding on to the lead in the number 18. Creed in the 00 is second. He's the fastest car on the racetrack thus far. Jones is third. He's also one of the drivers in the Dash for Cash.
This is the race for 10.
As we're seeing a battle here for 10th place, the number 99 on the inside of the 17, as Day continues to drop backwards here, and that number 17 Chevrolet.
Slots in. Reddick-Poole, awesome qualifying lap earlier today in the top 10. Continuing to run in the top 10. Such an awesome run for him at Alpha Prime.
And Retlaf there in the number 99 Chevrolet gets inside the top 10 there with that nice move.
Pretty loose. We talked about Carson.
So here on the outside, a nice battle here for the number 9 Quapple, who's already up 12 spots here in that number 9 Chevrolet. And looking on the outside here, the number 74, he'll take that position. A nice run, getting some high speed into the corner. And now right behind Hill, number 9 looks to make a move on the inside of the number 21 Chevrolet. Hill trying to keep that car together on the bottom lane. And that number 9 looks very fast, as that Chevrolet's on the inside. Contact there between him and Austin Hill. And that'll be a nice bump by Carson Quaffle, who has an average finish of third here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And he's looking to take advantage already with 15 plus positions gained since the start of this race. And we're 18 laps in. A nice pass there by the number 9 of Carson Quaffle.
Yeah, we talked about the 21. This was going to be a challenging track for them as Larson.
And how about Larson getting up to the back bumper here of Jones? And Larson will take away that top 3 spot from the number 20. But now we see a battle here. Zawalich and the number 18 Toyota battling to keep that lead. He's in the Dash for the Cash as well. And in second place, here comes Creed in the 00.
Swalwich's car actually had a little bit more of a diamond in the corner, just tells me not quite being able to hold on to the bottom as well as Sheldon, as he sort of stabilizes that gap right there, but it looked like for a lap or two, Sheldon was really gaining.
So Sheldon Creed on the back bumper, but not able to get enough speed to get past the leader, Zawalich, who's doing a very good job as Zawalich is holding on to this lead in the number 18 Toyota. Right now it is showing that Creed has the fastest lap thus far out of anybody. And oh man, look at Jones get very loose and somehow hold on to that car. And that number 20 Toyota got loose on the exit of the corner there in turn number 4 here in Bristol. And that's what was good enough for, looks like Kyle Larson, the number 88 Chevrolet, to get past him for the 3rd place spot. But now we've got a battle for 2nd place as we see Kyle Larson makes easy work there of Sheldon Creed, getting past the 00 as that number 88 Chevrolet looks fast and could be a contender here at Bristol Motor Speedway. So already in the 2nd place position, Kyle Larson making easy work of these O'Reilly Auto Parts Series drivers as the Cup regular, the former Cup champion, now battles here at Bristol Motor Speedway, a racetrack that he's done very well for himself throughout his Cup Series career. And you see dive bombing the inside. There is the number 88 Chevrolet, and he gets right to the back bumper there of Zawalich and the number 18 Toyota. And Kyle Larson, you see there, tick, 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 just slowly gaining ground on the leader. Oh, and we see there 88 gets a little loose, getting into the middle of turn number 3 and 4.
Driving on a razor blade right now. You see, look at that, how he can really get to the throttle right through the middle of the corner.
So there we seeing some lap traffic now coming up for Zawalich, who's holding on to that lead. And we'll see Kyle Larson now have to work around that lap traffic as well. So Larson there on the outside, this lap traffic really coming into play here. And Kyle Larson and Zawalich got through that pretty quickly. And here on the outside, we could have a run. Here comes Kyle Larson on the outside, passes by the leader. And we've got a new leader here at Bristol Motor Speedway. As we see coming down the backstretch, Kyle Larson is your new leader in the number 88 Chevrolet. And a nice run by Kyle Larson, who'll have to work his way to get around some of this lap traffic as Zawalich drops back to 2nd in that number 18 Toyota for Joe Kim's Racing. So, man, what a good run there by Kyle Larson. He took that outside lane with the lap traffic coming in play. So, Sawalage was not on the gas the way he would like to be. As we look at the replay here, on the outside, Kyle Larson just uses that gas pedal and the horsepower to get around, as you see that beautiful move to get him the lead here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're at our first commercial break here, guys. So thank you for hanging out with us here today. Glad we got the audio all cleaned up as well. That was bothering me a little bit. I was like, what's going on here? Oh, yeah. So thank you, everybody. Dylan and Ghost, everyone hanging out in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to please hit the like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. All right, we are still side by side on this commercial break, so we'll try to make sure we keep up with any action to keep you guys up to date with what is happening here. If you guys have any NASCAR questions or shout outs, make sure you guys hit me up in the chat here. And thank you all for hanging out with us here today. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday night. And we see Kyle Larson makes easy work there of about 4 lap cars. And you're already going to see a lot of cars going at least 1 or 2 laps down here at Bristol Motor Speedway. This is one of the toughest tracks for drivers that just don't have the car to cut it throughout this race. It's a half a mile. It's a big stadium with big high bankings, especially in the corners. And you can hold a lot of speed in there, but if your car just doesn't have the grip or the balance that it needs, it's just very hard for especially these O'Reilly Auto Parts Series cars to really get the sort of balance they're looking for to get up towards the front. And the one thing also, this is sort of like a super speedway in the fact that if you make one little miscalculation or one little mistake, it could really cost you a lot of spots here at Bristol Motor Speedway. So we're seeing a lot of battling here near the back of the pack. And oh man, the number 7 at Justin Allgaier gets a little loosey-goosey, if you will, trying to ride that outside lane behind his former teammate Sam Mayer in the number 41 Chevrolet. And one thing I am starting to see here, guys, is that top lane is working pretty well for a lot of drivers here early on in this race. And we see there, Allgaier takes the inside, looking to take that spot away from Sam Mayer. And Allgaier looking to jump back inside the top 6. But Mayer holds on, he's side by side, and now there we go, Allgaier on the inside, the number 7 Chevrolet battling, and now the cars right behind them could look to take advantage. And up in front of both Sam Mayer and Allgaier are 2 lap cars, and that's what's making it difficult on the number 7 and the number 41 to make any headway here. And now we're seeing, Allgaier tried to split both cars, and right now, Allgaier gaining some frustration as the number 92 and number 91 cars cannot get out of the way for these other guys. And they're definitely faster cars here, but these guys are not trying to go a lap down. And oh my God, did we just go 3 wide at Bristol? I don't know how Allgaier was able to make that move. Holy moly, that was like out of a video game. I'm surprised Allgaier held on to that. Look at this replay here. And right there, Allgaier, that was earlier. He tried to split in between both the 91 and the number 92 Chevrolets. And oh man, Allgaier's very lucky that didn't end up being a caution or a wreck. So Allgaier able to get up inside the top 5, so that aggressive move did seem to pay off for the number 7 Chevrolet. Oh, heck yeah, Mrs. Reynolds. Can't wait to see you when you get home, honey.
That group has sorted themselves out, and Allgaier able to get away with 5th. Jesse Love, Sam Mayer, and Taylor Gray. They're sorting that battle out at the back half of the top 10. Here's a race for the 3rd spot. Joe Gibbs Racing teammates.
And we see a nice battle here by teammates as Zawalage and Brandon Jones. Oh, Jones almost clips the back bumper of his teammates, but those two are racing for the Dash for Cash here tonight at Bristol Motor Speedway. And guys, the Dash for Cash is 4 drivers will battle against one another, and the one that finishes in the top spot will win $100,000 here from O'Reilly Auto Parts. And we'll see here, Jones on the inside of the 18, looking to take away a top 3 spot. And Jones looks like he'll get into the top 3. That number 20 Toyota able to get around his teammate in the number 18 Toyota Zawalich. So Kyle Larson now lapping a few more cars here. And coming up on a couple more cars to have to lap here. And, ooh, man, a little dangerous contact. 3 wide in Bristol again! Oh, my goodness! Talk about threading the needle. Kyle Larson getting past 2 lap vehicles just went 3 wide here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Wow. Guys, I've already seen 2 times we've gone 3 wide here at Bristol. That is incredibly scary and tough to do.
Straightaway, you can see some of that black remnants of it, and it was covering the yellow line a ton. And I think these cars and the tires they have been picking that rubber up, especially on the little, the pace laps, the caution, and to your point, it's getting that little bit lighter. And then also that PJ1 usually smears across the racetrack, is the theory a lot of people have, and so it adds some of that sticky grip higher up the racetrack.
So we see here a lot of the rubber starting to lay down on this racetrack now. And the one thing to keep an eye on here is that the more rubber that's applied to the racetrack, the more different it's going to adapt to each vehicle here as they need to make adjustments on these stops. As we're already 55 laps into this 3,300 or this 300 lap race, we've got 85 laps here in stage number 1, so we've got 30 laps to go here.
Turn 1 is a lot tighter, and you have to kind of get into a bowl down there.
All right, guys, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. We're trying to gain some more subscribers and get a bunch of more likes here, guys. Only 1 thus far, so let's keep it going. And Sam Mayer here in the number 41 Chevrolet, battling to keep that number 7 position right behind Jesse Love as Ratcliffe, number 99 Chevrolet, gets on the inside here of Sam Mayer, and Mayer could be dropping back a spot as Ratcliffe is able to get that 99 Chevrolet up to the number 7th position. A great move on the inside as that number 99 Chevrolet looks to be running that bottom line. A very aggressive and fast race car there. And that battle for 7th will go to the number 99, and now we're seeing Justin Allgaier battling for a top 4 spot as the Zawalich continues to drop backwards here after starting out on the pole.
That makes it 66 races for an organization. It's a massive undertaking, but they've done a great job.
Parker finished 8th last week at Rockingham. 2nd time the last 3 races. He started and finished in the top 10 and scored stage points in both stages. So they are doing all the right things at the Viking Motorsports camp in that 99 group.
And we see here Zawalich having to work his way around some lap traffic here, and we'll see how that plays into this position. And we see there Gray in the number 54 Toyota still battling to get a good grip on that car. He's currently 9th. And a nice move by Zawalich as he's able to get around that lap traffic pretty easily. And there Allgaier right behind him looking to get up inside the top 4, battling to get around that lap traffic as well. That number 7 Chevrolet looks fast as we're 60 laps in to this race here at Bristol Motor Speedway. It's Thunder Valley, ladies and gentlemen. It's the last great Coliseum as we're here in the Stadium of Racing for Bristol Motor Speedway's NASCAR Cup Series race. Oh, man, and ladies and gentlemen, we've got a car into the wall here as the number 87 looks like he may have a flat tire. I do believe the green flag is still out as the 87 tries to slow down to get down to pit lane. But no, the caution does come out. And ladies and gentlemen, right when we thought we were getting a commercial break, looks like we've got a caution coming out here for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. And guys, if you've never got a chance to be to Bristol or check out Bristol Motor Speedway, this is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful racetrack. It's a stadium for racing, and this race here, it's a half-a-mile racetrack, so it's very quick, high bankings, high speed, a lot of braking, and a lot of action here at this small racetrack here in Bristol, Tennessee. All right, thank you guys for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. And we already seeing some cars come down pit lane? Or yes. Okay, so even though this caution has come out, we're still on commercial break. A lot of cars have hit pit lane. I don't know if the pits opened up early or what happened.
Already done. Bad loose on entry, he said, into the corners. The 00 Sheldon Creed, you see on the right side of your screen making his way. Already finished his service. Same as practice. 2 numbers free and 2 numbers tight. Center air pressure adjustment, Heather. And for Brandon Jones, how you see him there on the bottom of your screen, he said that he started off loose on entry, but was struggling bad to get rotation and center exit. Also, Justin Allgaier in the middle of your screen, he said tight in and loose off. And for the 88 of Kyle Larson, he said at the short run, he's free, and that's a lot like he remembered from last year.
Progressive race off pit road, won by Kyle Larson. Brandon Jones jumps William Sawalich, and Sheldon Creed loses a couple spots. Caution, by the way, for Austin Green, who was running 25th. Had a tire go down, and a little difficult to try to find an opening to get to pit road here. So he slowed to basically a stop, and the caution came out, which prompted this cycle of pit stops.
And it is fairly typical here when that happens, where when the cars are so spread out, there's no chance that car that has a tire down is going to ever get down to the bottom without a huge issue.
So the number 87 Chevrolet was the one that brought out the caution with a flat tire. So a lot of these drivers have been able to pit and get new tires and more fuel. So we should be able to race till the end of stage number 1 here. We're at lap 67. We got to get to lap 85 for the end of the first stage.
And guys, I'll have you explain the thought process here of flipping this stage. How does this impact what you do in stage 2?
Well, you basically can go all the way through this next stage break. So you'll go all the way through to stage 2, essentially, because of the way you can do about 130 laps or maybe even a little bit more with caution laps, maybe all the way to 150. So a lot of these teams saying, we're just going to take this chance to pit and go all the way to stage 2. And for some that stayed out, like a Ryan Sieg, it's a chance to say, hey, maybe we can stay up there, net some stage points, we'll give up all that transition and try to make it up the rest of the race.
I would feel way better about doing that if it was just bottom dominant and you couldn't move up the racetrack, but the fact that we've seen some passes in the middle and top, it's going to be hard to do.
Riding on board with Ryan Ellis, the Demco built to move in-car camera.
All right, guys, waiting to get back to the action here. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out on Tim Reynolds Show.
Sheldon Creed, he'll restart in the 7th spot on this restart.
They're not safe. We're in that same situation again on the pit stops. Make sure you're nose out, not nose in. Yeah, I locked them up and messed up there.
Yeah, I saw that. He was pitted behind, I believe it's Sammy Smith. And when you have 2 guys that are on the same lap and pitted together, it makes it difficult, especially if you slide through the box and you're at a bad angle anyways.
Yeah, you can see it right there when you watch the right front lock and he had the wheel turn to the right. He was trying to do where you sort of lock the rears and position the car to be pointed out. Then Sammy Smith comes in, and what's going to happen is he's going to have an awkward angle to try and get that car cut. The wheels can only cut so far. And basically, right there, he has to hesitate getting out for just a split moment, but all that adds up in a pit stop that you want to avoid, so you try to get that.
So the number 0 there of Sheldon Creed had a bad pit there, getting the nose in crooked, and it made it more difficult for him to have to pull out for his pit stop and costing precious time. That's going to drop the 00 back.
Ryan Sieg will be the leader when we restart. 17 laps to go right now in this first stage, going to lap 85. Sieg's coming off 2 of his best runs of the year, back-to-back 9th place finishes.
All right, guys, as we get ready to restart here, we'll go over who's in the top 10 here real quick. It's going to be Ryan Sieg, the leader, in the number 39 Chevrolet. Anthony Alfredo is second.
So we'll see what kind of, if we feel like there's a larger.
Well, we'll see here. They're picking position here right now.
Alfredo, which is, let's see if we can make this work.
Larson gave up a row to be on the outside on this restart. It tells me it's going to be pretty exciting to watch what he does here. He has the mindset of getting to the top.
So Ryan Sieg, actually gives up.
Which is interesting because all those guys have been kind of fighting to get to the bottom, but maybe the track's changed.
Yeah, so Jeremy Clemens, 51 Chevrolet is on the pole, or starts first, excuse me. After this caution, Ryan Sieg second. Anthony Alfredo, never mind. Okay.
timing on a restart for a lap.
Clearly they're shuffling it up here. So.
Marbles are on top, and he's looking at that right now. No doubt as they're running around here under caution, you're looking at the right side to see how...
All right, guys, so we'll have about 15 laps to go as we get back to green flag racing here at Bristol.
Car buying is easier, better, and happier.
And as they head into the restart zone, it's back green flag racing here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And the number 51 Chevrolet could not get going, and we could see another 3 wide here at Bristol. And oh man, we've got a bunch of cars. 3 wide, oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, Justin Allgaier on the outside of the number 2 of Jesse Love as the 51 just got swallowed up by so many cars here after starting out in first place after this restart. Wow! And I have never seen such aggressive racing here by the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series drivers here at Bristol. Man, 3 wide again as Justin Allgaier makes that payoff. And now he's battling on that outside lane that's starting to become the proper lane. And here it is, guys. Here it is. As the number 88 of Kyle Larson, we see the 51 got loose. He was forced to the inside. And there it is, 3 wide with Jesse Love and Justin Allgaier there on the outside. And the 51 is lucky to hold on to that car at all. Yikes. And Anthony Alfredo there on the outside as we see Justin Allgaier is held up there by the number 96, excuse me. And that's going to cost Allgaier 2 spots as he jumps into the inside between teammates Brandon Jones and Zawalich there in the number 6 place position. Ooh, man, Connor Zilic. Ooh, man, a lot of cars loose, including Zane Smith in the number 51 or 41. As you see, Connor Zilic as well in that number 1 Roto-Rooter. Hanging out here with 9 laps to go. That Chevrolet got really loose there on the inside of Sam Mayer. And Mayer's just going to give up the spot. And you can hear the throttle work by Connor Zilic here at Bristol. A lot of times it's not how you really use the brakes, but how you're able to work that throttle. And you can see Zilic really having to move that steering wheel way further than I think he would like to for the balance he's looking for there in that number 1 Chevrolet. And here comes Kyle Larson battling with Ryan Sieg. He's on the inside of the number 39. And Kyle Larson looking to take the lead here at Bristol Motor Speedway. He's side by side with Ryan Sieg coming down the front stretch. The number 39 Chevrolet is holding on. But we're going to see a new leader, Kyle Larson, able to regain the lead from the number 39 Chevrolet. And the number 88 looks very fast as that Chevrolet now sprints ahead after getting around the number 39. And right behind Ryan Sieg is Shelton Creed in the 00, the 00 Chevrolet. And he'll look to get around the 39 as well and try to give Kyle Larson a run for his money. Right now, Sheldon Creed has put down the fastest lap as he gets the inside of the number 39, and the 00 is side by side with the 39, and he'll look to take the inside lane and take the 2nd place position away. And looking at a replay here, Taylor Gray, who's actually been in a lot of bad luck lately, and you see it once again right there as some contact happens with the number 19 Toyota, and that definitely causes a little bit of an issue. Sonny, how we doing, man? Doing pretty good, brother. As we see here, Justin Allgaier now battling with Ryan Sieg. And how about Allgaier making easy work there of Zawalich and Jones and able to get up back inside the top 4 here. And ladies and gentlemen, we're on the final stage here of stage number 1 as Kyle Larson looks to become your stage 1 winner here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And a great run here by Kyle Larson, who is definitely the favorite here to win at Bristol Motor Speedway. We see Creed, Ryan Sieg, Allgaier, and Jones round out the top 5 here as we've reached the end of stage number 1 here at Bristol Motor Speedway, the last great Coliseum, Thunder Valley, here in the Stadium of Motorsports. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday night, hanging out here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play and reaction for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series here at Bristol Motor Speedway. It's Bristol, baby. It's Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Heck yeah, man. All right, guys, what's up, Ghost? Man, after being done smoking some burgers and hot dogs, the shrooms, let's get in the flash show of approval from the woman. Heck yeah, man. Was the Dan Plus made a kickstand stand up? There you go, brother. There you go. Sounds like a good Saturday night to me. Sonny Dixon, how are we doing, brother? Hope you're enjoying your day as well, man. What's up, Patrick? We got, no, Elliot's not in this race here, but Kyle Larson is currently leading, as we see here on the race tracker. I know! Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll on SmackDown last night? That was crazy! For real. It's fucking crazy. Yep, WWE going nuts now with the celebrities, man. Look, I know around WrestleMania season you see it, and I guess you can't really call Pat McAfee kind of a celebrity. He's worked with WWE long enough. And even Jelly Roll, he's already done a couple matches and stuff like that, right? But damn, man, just WWE going a whole different direction towards WrestleMania, I tell you that. What's up, Priscilla? How we doing? Thank you for hanging out here in the chat. Guys, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, guys, so we're at the end of stage number 1. Might as well go through the top 10 here and who was able to earn some stage points here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Now, for Kyle Larson, he does finish first, but because he's not an O'Reilly Auto Parts Series regular, he won't get any points here in this one. Ryan Sieg finishes second. Sheldon Creed finished second. Ryan Sieg finished third. Justin Allgaier 4th, Brandon Jones 5th, William Zawallet 6th, Connor Zilic 7th, Jesse Love 8th, Sam Meyer 9th, and Corey Day 10th. I think. Maybe not. That might not be accurate, guys. I think they already started doing pit stops, so we'll try to get you an update when we get to the start of stage number 2.
Kyle Larson picked up the victory there. If there's anyone who knows the value of a good crew, it's the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. That's why
Chase Elliott is in the Cup Series.
Members that are essential to a race team's success. Spotters, very important everywhere and tonight. And let's learn more about one of those with Kim.
Yeah, Dylan, some of the best spotters have honed their craft by being former racers themselves. Kevin Hamlin, spotter of the 41 for Sam Mayer, is one of those former drivers. You see him there still in his Cup gear, the Ally Racing sweatshirt. Racing is in his blood. Both of his parents raced. They actually met at a speedway. Hamlin cut his teeth in the Pacific Northwest, where he won 2 championships in the NASCAR Northwest Series. Fast forward to 2004, Hamlin moved to North Carolina to chase the dream. He dabbled in ARCA and the O'Reilly.
Wow, look at that old school Dodge Charger, number 42.
You see him there with Casey Kane, because he eventually gravitated towards spotting full-time, working with the likes of John Andretti, Travis Quaffle, Clint Boyer, among others. Most notably, Casey and Hendrick in 2012. They won 5 races together, and Kevin has been at HMS ever on the Cup side of things. And then Hamlin's back with Mayer this year on the O'Reilly side after a brief hiatus last year.
Thanks, Kim. Getting ready to go in stage 2. The cars that didn't flip the stage were the ones that came down pit road, and Larson will be the leader when we come back from break. Good stuff in stage number 1.
Guys, and there we're seeing some bumping and racing here at Bristol, baby. And I tell you, guys, these O'Reilly Auto Parts Series drivers are not afraid to get a little extra aggressive, and I do like that, man, because let's face it, in the Cup Series, guys, you don't always get to see that aggressiveness because there's so many teams trying to work on strategy and making sure they're doing the right things in order to get to the end of the race. You don't really see that so much with these O'Reilly Auto Parts Series drivers. They're usually aggressive as quickly as possible, unless, of course, we are at a super speedway, because there it's like really no need to rush to try to pass everybody with that. So all right, guys, just waiting to get back to commercial break. Need to make a grill smoke a cologne? My woman has come on Hinge. Hey, look, dude, if you can make a cologne out of smoking meats, which technically there is a little bit of that sort of, scent stuck on you, if your woman loves that, dude, you have got to keep that going. Oh, I like Monster Jam too, Priscilla. We are big Monster Jam fans. Yo, Alberto, what's up, man? Hey, Tim, peace, bro. Love you, pal. Thank you, Alberto. Appreciate you, man. Big shout out, guys, to Alberto in the chat. All right, guys, just waiting to get back to the action. All right, ready for what should be an exciting restart here for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Thank you guys for hanging out on Tim Reynolds Show. Woo! Mrs. Reynolds in the chat says, our love story starts at Monster Jam. Me and the wifey, no wonder we love motorsports the way we do. All right.
At Bristol awaiting the start of stage 2. The stage break is brought to you by Arby's. Justin Allgaier set to restart third. Let's listen in to the 7 teams radio communication presented by Starkey.
A lot of guys are commenting how the car's swirly depending on what they hit. When they hit the PJ1. Yeah, it's like it's splotchy. I don't know. It's not normal. It really makes it hard to kind of run a constant lane,
Continuing on that conversation, he told
Interesting.
Overstreet that the pace is high and it's hard to move around, so it's really hard to figure out what I need in terms of adjustments just depending on dirty air and track's position. And Andrew came back over the radio, his crew chief, you see him right there, Andrew Overstreet, told him, I think you're good and just as good as the rest of the guys out there in the field right now. So Justin Allgaier might need some more adjustments, but he's waiting to see exactly what he needs here coming to the green.
And I wonder, some of that splotchiness he talks about, that's some of where the rubber has really adhered to the racetrack because the PJ1, and then it sort of using in other areas. And so
All right, guys, so Justin Allgaier will start on the front row here alongside Kyle Larson as Zawalich is behind him, and Sheldon Creed is behind Larson on the top lane.
Really good on the restarts. Last year, that's what got him the lead at one point in this race, is because he could accelerate better than that outside groove could. He was the only guy that I saw that was able to do that, and I think Larson's well aware of that.
Sheldon Creed.
So here we go, the pit car.
In that outside lane, so he's second in line up there.
The caution car is out. We enter the restart zone, and we're back. Green flag racing here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And on the inside, Justin Allgaier is passed on the outside by Sheldon Creed as we see Kyle Larson shot out of a cannon in that number 88 Chevrolet as he gains the lead. And now Larson extending his lead, and now, oh boy, Justin Allgaier dropping back multiple spots as we see Brandon Jones getting around the number 7. Woo, and we got some contact there between the number 7 and the number 20 as the Toyota gets around the Chevrolet. And now Justin Allgaier drops back to 4th. And behind him is Connor Zilich in the number 1 as he takes the inside lane and gets around Zawalich. And that number 18 Toyota drops back a spot in 6th. And Connor Zilich steps up into the top 5.
Swallich, do want to make note quickly, Harrison Burton got the free pass there at the start of that stage, so the 24 back on the lead lap.
So we see here on the inside now, a lot of the cars start to separate themselves. And oh man, Allgaier got super loose there on the exit at turn number 4. And now Connor Zilich side by side, but backs off there, and we've got a caution.
And it's Logan Beard, it appears. There he is. Spun around at the exit of turn 2.
It's hard to spin out here and not hit anything.
It is.
Yeah, it looks to me like he's safe.
He also, I believe, had Garrett Smithley down there with him, so we'll have to take a look and see exactly what happened.
So the number 42 Chevrolet brings out the caution here.
For the 42, he was 30th. And under caution for the 4th time tonight here in Bristol.
But Larson did a really good job on that last restart. Got a good launch. Able to get down in front of Justin.
Here's a look at what happened.
Yeah, they're synchronized spinning.
Pirouette.
Oh, is that what it's called? Okay.
So we actually had 2 cars spinning out at the same time that brought out our 3rd or 4th caution of the day. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
We have thousands of professional
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Ow! Yo! How we doing, Buddha? What's up, brother? How we doing, chat? Come on, guys, give me the questions. What we got? What we got? What we got? Come on, we feeling good. Like I should. When to go walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed. Got no stress. Got the sun shining on my Sunday best. Corey, how we doing, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, who else we got in the chat? Who else we got in the chat? In the chat. In the chat. Oh, yeah. Corey, appreciate you, brother. Don't forget, guys, to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And ladies and gentlemen, Ghost with the $2 super chat donation. Big shout out to one of our members here on Tim Reynolds Show. Thank you, Ghost. Appreciate that $2 super chat, my brother. I'll give that a big old like. Make sure we show some love. Corey, glad you're doing good, my brother. Thank you for hanging out with us here today. Ooh, Ghost, hey, speaking of beer, Mrs. Reynolds is bringing home some beer, huh? All right, Kyle Larson wins stage number 1, and he actually won this Bristol Motor Speedway race last year for the Xfinity Series.
Every day to protect those who protect us. Wheel and lights have been busy tonight. 4 cautions already here. 105 laps in. We've talked a lot about Carson Kvapil and the challenge that lay ahead of him at the start of today. He's up to the task.
Get these like buttons pressed and give a little love. Hell, can't buy a damn coming under more for $2.
He was flying to the field earlier in this race, and he just loves this place. He talked about it all day in terms of the interviews we've seen from him. You know, has a 3.0 average finish here, which is pretty good. I would say.
It's a small sample size, but he has the best average finish of all drivers with multiple starts here.
All right, as these drivers start to pick their lanes here and where they're going to be restarting here. In stage number 2, we're 22 laps in of this 85-lap stage and 107 laps into this 300-lap race here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
It's going to be a very similar result, if not better.
I like the donuts on the side, too. That shows he's been working through.
Yeah. Get them on both sides.
Yeah, that's on the top and not just the left.
That's right.
Field lined up and ready to go. We'll have 63 laps remaining in stage 2. It's still Kyle Larson.
All right, there comes the pace car as we head into the restart zone. And we're back green flag racing here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And the number 88 of Kyle Larson shoots out of a cannon once again as he holds on to the lead. Connor Zilich on the inside of Justin Allgaier there behind the number 20 Toyota of Jones. Jones gets a little loose there. Zilich has to back off, and we're 3 wide. We got some bouncing around and some bumping and racing between the number 2 and the number 9 Chevrolets. Oh my goodness! And the 19 gets around both of them as well as that number 19 Mobile One Toyota looks very fast with the red pony on it, ladies and gentlemen. Wow! And these drivers have been willing to go 3 wide multiple times here at Bristol, which is normally a recipe for disaster. But we've just seen, as we get the replay here, there's the 19, the 2 loose in between them. The 2 gets into the 9, then the 19, and they still hold 3 wide through the corner. You see the number 2 Chevrolet get loose and get back up into the number 9 Chevrolet. And oh my goodness, Jesse Love is lucky to hold on to that car. Yikes. And Kvapil and that number 9 Chevrolet, he's fast, guys. He's already up inside the top 10. And Cruz, who's in his first Bristol race here in the number 19 Toyota, has been able to get that car up to the 8th place spot. As we see Sam Mayer here on the inside of Sawalich. The number 18 Toyota takes the high side, but the 41 Chevrolet is loose coming out of the corner. As we see right behind him, Cruz looks to take advantage. And to the high side goes Sawalich. And he got a little loose there as well. And now Sam Mayer looks to take advantage.
Those two continue to battle for the 6th spot. It's time to go full throttle with sound gear, wherever sound is a problem.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go full throttle here for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Pod Series. All right, guys, so not too bad here as we see Kyle Larson holding on to the lead. Sheldon Creed is 2nd. Justin Allgaier has worked his way up to 3rd. And Brandon Jones is 4th. And the number 20 Toyota with Connor Zilich now inside the top 5 in the number 1 Chevrolet. So Larson with about a 2-car lead right now on Sheldon Creed, as the top 3 have separated themselves from the rest of the field. And it's only a matter of time before we see Kyle Larson start lapping other cars. Here's we're down 35 laps here in stage number 2, with 85 laps here in stage number 2, and 120 laps completed overall out of 300. You holding the wheel too tight? Well, Ghost, you got to give me that advice sooner, man. And we see a nice run here by the number 7 Chevrolet as he's getting close to that back bumper, Sheldon Creed. And on the outside, here goes Connor Zillage in the number 1 Roto-Rooter Chevrolet. And he gets around the number 20 Menards Camry of Brandon Jones. And now Connor Zillage has worked his way up inside the top 4. And this could be a man to look out for not only tonight, but tomorrow in the NASCAR Cup Series race as well. So Cruz now working his way up to get a top 5 spot in his first race here at Bristol. And that number 19 Toyota looks very fast here, ladies and gentlemen, especially with the Red Wing Pegasus. And there the number 19's got something. Almost gets the inside of Jones. And now Jones is forced to go to the outside lane, and Cruz is going to get the inside of the number 20. And the 19 Toyota will look to take away a top 5 spot from his teammate, and he does. A great move there by Cruz, who's making his first start here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series at Bristol. And an aggressive move and an aggressive car as he's got that Toyota Supra all the way up inside the top 5.
Yes, I do. I actually talked to his crew chief, Seth Chaka, and he said one thing that they wanted to do was make sure that car can drive to that PJ1.
And we see here started 17th, stage 1 was 14th, and now here in the middle of stage number 2, Brent Cruz has made it all the way up to 5th place, and that number 19 Toyota Supra.
Race here last fall and also ran the Truck Series race that same night, so does have some race experience on this high banked half mile.
And Parker, you talk about the green gloves on Sam Mayer and all the action they had. I want you to watch the hands of Brent Cruz inside of this car. They're extremely steady. You watch, he puts the wheel in it. You'll see when he comes off the exit of the corner here, we can get a good shot out the windshield. Very smooth hands. Again, another sign of a car, maybe a little tight, but gripped up, feeling really, look at that inside of the car. You see him not having to really work inside. He's having to work a little traffic right now, so it's a different
So guys, they're talking about the balance right now that Brent Cruz has in that number 19 Toyota, the number 19 Toyota Supra is rarely fast and not really having to turn that wheel a whole lot. And that's why Cruz has got the speed he does and very good balance there in that Toyota.
Lead over second place for him is about a second and a half.
So Justin Allgaier currently in 3rd, but that separation from Sheldon Creed is starting to get pretty big here with the lap traffic getting in the way of Justin Allgaier. Now the good thing is for the number 7 Chevrolet, he's in the lead right now with the Dash for Cash, which is 4 drivers racing around here, and the person who's able to finish the best out of those 4 drivers wins the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series Dash for Cash, which gives them a $100,000 bonus check. $100,000 would be really nice right now. Really nice.
Talking about Cruz looking good. The one car is as well. Connor Zillage running 4th and starting to track down his Junior Motorsports teammate in Justin Allgaier. Everybody's still chasing.
So here we go, guys, as we see Kyle Larson still holding on to the lead here with 50 laps into stage 2. 85 laps here in stage number 2, so we've got 35 laps to go, and 136 laps down now out of 300 that we'll have here at Bristol Motor Speedway. So about halfway here to this race. And one thing I'm definitely seeing from Kyle Larson here is the improvement of getting around lap traffic. That's definitely becoming a little bit more easier for the number 88 Chevrolet. And it's really going to determine how these other drivers are able to get up towards the leader here and make this a race or not. Because right now, Sheldon Creed and Justin Allgaier are right there as far as speed goes. Creed has had the fastest car thus far out of any of these as far as putting down the fastest lap today. But right now, this has pretty much been Kyle Larson's show. And oh man, Sheldon Creed kind of slides up to the high side there, but does get a nice run on the exit of the corner. We could be seeing Sheldon Creed trying to use a different lane here as Allgaier stays on the bottom here in this one, guys. And man, the rear end of Allgaier gets very loose out of the exit at turn number 4, and Connor Zilic takes advantage in the number 1 Chevrolet. The teammate for Junior Motorsports gets around Allgaier. And a tough break there for the number 7 Chevrolet. And you can see the 7 really trying to hold the bottom of that racetrack where there's a little extra grip. And you see right there, he decides to switch it up a little bit because it seems that bottom lane just is making that car way too loose. And now Connor Zilic, he may have something here for Sheldon Creed. In just a matter of a couple of laps, the number 1 is right near the back bumper of the 00 Chevrolet. As we'll see that Roto-Rooter number 1 Chevrolet get the way up to the Ollie's 00 Chevrolet. And man, right there, Zilic gets a nice run on the backside there. And on the inside, we got some lap traffic in the way of Sheldon Creed. And now Connor Zilic closes that gap. He's right there on the back bumper of the 00. And he could get that number 1 Chevrolet inside the top 2 here.
Good stuff.
And a really good run here by Connor Zilic.
The Suburban Propane 300, riding with the car in third and looking at the car in second, up by the wall at Sheldon Creed in the 00 and the runner-up.
And that's right, guys. Connor Zilic taking the bottom lane as we see Sheldon Creed take the top lane here as these two continue to battle here at lap 62 of stage number 2.
You see who has a good handling car and who's struggling. But I really like what I see out of the racetrack. The fact that these guys are running on the bottom. Creed is starting to do that all the way up to the top. If they can get the very top worked in, there'll be a tremendous amount of speed up there, and that makes it even a racier track.
Creed is trying.
Ooh, my bacon put up for the fight. Heck yeah, I love some bacon. Thank you, Ghost. If you guys have any racing questions or shout-outs, anything you guys would like to ask me, don't forget to please hit me up here in the live chat, guys.
I like what I'm seeing out of Connor Zilic in that one car. It's odd to say this is a good run for Connor Zilic, who won so many races last year, but this is really good.
Uh-oh, guys, and we got some action here. Looks like Austin Hill and the number 21 Chevrolet.
And has done a great job recovering, but look at this moment.
Woo! Got really loose, and the 21 pretty much gets the back left corner panel off of the wall. And lucky to not wreck that number 21 Chevrolet was Austin Hill.
It looks nervous, and that's not a good sensation to have here. Rick Cruz's car looks very comfortable, but as I watch Connor and the wheel, and you see him sawing on the wheel, it's not quite so bad around the top. A little bit steadier, but it just looks to me like he's having to work awful hard inside of there.
These guys knifing their way through lap traffic.
And Connor Zilic really having to work the steering wheel on that 88 or number 1 Chevrolet, excuse me. But he's really driven it up towards the front, so he's making it work for him. But a lot of effort going into this drive here for Connor Zilic. Ooh, and you've seen it there out of the exit of the corner. Zilic get real loose and have to snap that steering wheel right back to the right side. And he'll drop back into this third place position as Sheldon Creed, who's really been using that high side, that high lane, for a little while now, is starting to gain some more ground now.
Been around each other for most of the night. It's Ryan Sieg in the 39 and Parker Retzloff in the 99. They run 14th and 15th.
Yeah, we referenced how good of a run Parker Retzloff was having earlier in the race. He's faded here a little bit towards the end of stage 2. You said it, back to about 15th. He's working really high on the racetrack, trying to find grip. And if you can get in a rhythm running that line that he is,
And we see there Retzloff and the number 99 Chevrolet has had a good run here for the most part. Right now, currently in 15th. He was gaining some ground in the middle of stage number 1, but right now, nearing the end of stage number 2, it looks like he's become pretty stagnant back there near 15th. Keith, what's up, man? Hope your time on Earth is fun and healthy. Well, thank you, Keith. You as well, my brother. Hope you're doing well, Keith. Hope you're getting healthy, man. Oh, and we see Retzloff get on the inside of Sieg there and look to take away that top 9 spot from the number 39. Or excuse me, a 14th place position battle there, and a nice move as we see here the battle between Connor Zilich and Sheldon Creed as the lap traffic continues to be a problem.
Through this slower traffic. And it's brought Allgaier and Cruz in.
Uh-oh, and now here comes Allgaier and Cruz right behind Connor Zilich now. And you see how the lap traffic really comes into play. And now Allgaier's on the inside of Austin. And oh my goodness! And that's Connor Zilich on the outside of Allgaier. The number 1 Chevrolet still battling side by side with the number 7 as these teammates battle here at Bristol Motor Speedway. A great fight as Allgaier will take away the spot, but Zach Connor says, no, I'm not just giving it away that easy. And man, Connor's making that outside lane work as he continues to battle side by side here with Allgaier. And we got 10 laps to go as Allgaier finally overtakes Connor Zilich there for that top 4 spot. And that'll be 3rd, actually, as Connor Zilich drops back to 4th. That number 7 Chevrolet looks very fast here, ladies and gentlemen. And we have 9 laps to go here in stage number 2. Now the question is, can Allgaier get that car up to the back bumper of Sheldon Creed before the end of the stage? Right now, he's set himself up pretty good here as far as stage points and points towards the point standings. Loving little Gators ride scheme. Heck yeah, man. Hell yeah, and Buzz just got done smoking dinner. There you go, Ghost.
Essentially jump the cushion and suddenly have no grip, and you're in the wall. And so it's completely, and I'm talking fractions of an inch difference on the entry of the corners at 130 miles an hour that you're having to just move slightly higher, lap by lap.
So Sheldon Creed really starting to gain on his lead over Allgaier here, holding on to that 2nd place position, but he is running into some lap traffic here, and we're going to see how this plays big here for this racing team.
Just 5 to go here in stage 2. Larson's lead has extended to 4.
And the 00 really using that high side lane here with 3 laps to go in stage number 2.
The last few laps, Brandon Jones, William Sawalich, both eligible for Dash for Cash. Sawalich, last week's winner at Rockingham. Brandon Jones, 2nd in 2 of the last 3 races, including last week.
So Brandon Jones has been very aggressive and very good over the last few weeks here, and he's looking to continue that trend and that momentum here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And oh, Kyle Larson makes it 3 wide with a couple of lap vehicles here with 2 laps to go in stage number 2. Wow! Kyle Larson made that look easy, folks. Wow. Ghost, appreciate you, man. He says, a couple of bucks, guys. Let's super chat it up. Heck yeah, thank you, Ghost. And we see here, guys, 1 lap to go. And it looks like Kyle Larson is going to get the victory here. Or excuse me, get the stage 2 win. And now sweep stage 1 and 2 does Kyle Larson. And Creed finishes 2nd, Allgaier 3rd, Connor Zilich 4th, and Brent Cruz 19th.
One of the most beautiful parts of the country and one of the coolest racetracks in the country, tucked in the Tennessee hillside, the world's fastest half mile, Bristol Motor Speedway.
Do you want your vehicle to look showroom new, inside and out? Cerakote, the industry leader in ceramic coatings, makes it easy with our complete car care system. With over 80,000 5-star reviews and...
All right, thank you everybody for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. I just woke up, ate some homemade chicken nuggets with green beans, mashed potatoes, and peach pie a la mode. Keith, that sounds like a pretty dang good eating here on Saturday, guys. And at the end of stage number 2, guys, let's go through the top 10 here as we see Kyle Larson sweeps both stage number 1 and 2 here early on at Bristol Motor Speedway. Sheldon Creed finishes second in the 00 Chevrolet at the end of stage number 2. Justin Allgaier finishes third in the number 7 Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports. Excuse me. We see Connor Zilic finishes fourth in the number 1 Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports as well. Brent Cruz finishes fifth to round out the top 5 here in the number 19 Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. William Zawalich finishes 6th in the number 18 Toyota. Brendan Jones finishes 7th in the number 20 Toyota, and Sam Meyer in the number 41 Chevrolet finishes 8th. Corey Day in the number 17 Chevrolet finishes 9th, and Carson Quaffle finishes 10th here in the number 9 Chevrolet, and that rounds out your top 10 here at the end of stage number 2 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Hell yeah, Keith, what's going on? Caitlin, how we doing? Number 88, heck yeah, that's Kyle Larson. Here racing in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series here at Bristol. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out here on the channel. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. All right, what's up, man? Ghost says, hell yeah, Keith, that's a Southern boy strength meal. I like the sound of that there, Keith. All right, we're here on commercial break, guys, waiting to get back.
Curly fries, a peach cobbler roll, and a small drink. Scan the QR code to order now in the Arby's app. Arby's, we have the meats. I like that.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to get back to the action as these drivers start to pit here and get some fresh gas and some new Goodyear tires as we get ready for the final stage here for the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Strategy and can make it to the end when they come down pit road here.
And we didn't, I think one of the things we've seen is, I don't know how much fall off is a topic tonight, and tire fall off in terms of new tires, so really track position is everything.
Yeah, look at the lead Larson's going to have there.
Let's head down to Progressive Pit Road, and we'll start with Kim.
And Sheldon Creed in that bright yellow 00 car. The team reminding him to park it straight in the box, nose out if he can. Fired off really good, but the longer he goes, the freer he gets, saying can't get into the corner as comfortably as I would like. Obviously in the box a lot better than he did last time. As we look at the number 1 of Connor Zilic, fired off neutral, but tight at the 5/8 mark, so they'll make an adjustment in the right rear, 3/4 of a round. Heather? And for a race leader, Kyle Larson, he said that he's good on the short run balance, but just started slipping on entry toward the end, so slight adjustment to tighten him up there. Also the 7 of Justin Allgaier in the middle of your screen, plowing in the middle, nothing to lean on that right rear. He said it's worse when I get to the top. Also in for Brent Cruz there at the bottom of your screen, he said he's really good, just need more right rear stick on exit, but not much, so just a half of the previous adjustment for the 19.
All right, so a lot of adjustments being made here, guys, as we get later into this race, and the rubber has really now been applied. And man, Sheldon Creed ends up losing 2 spots on pit lane. He's the big loser here as he drops all the way back to 4th, depending on what driver stayed out there. But Kyle Larson has won the first 2 stages here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series at Bristol Motor Speedway. So we'll see what happens here, guys. And our final restart, or I shouldn't say final restart, but what I should say is our restart for stage number 3, our final stage. All right, guys, don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to Tim Reynolds Show. We really appreciate you guys. We're waiting to get back to the live stream here thus far. All right, guys, just waiting to get back here from commercial break to start stage number 3. So now that we're on stage number 3, let's go ahead and get a poll question going here. Tanner, what's going on, man? What lap? Right now, we're just inside 170 laps to go here. Currently, lap 180. We should get started at about 183, 184 is when we should get restarted here. So we're just under halfway right now in the Bristol race. So.
Retailer to get in the game for tonight's estimated Powerball jackpot of $35 million. Let's look at our golden moment brought to you by Golden Corral. There have been several tonight. Lots of great racing in the first 2 stages. Hard to go 3.
Lots of good racing here, guys.
Turn ugly. That doesn't stop them from trying. We've had a couple of those. Again, 3 wide. 9 involved in both of those.
I see Carson's pretty confident.
And once again,
It's Carson Waffle. He has been hustling that thing on the top every start.
Well, it's time to go now, the final stage. So the intensity meter going to get ramped up here over the final 118 laps.
Got that right.
Driver change in the 42. Logan Bearden out. Brad Perez has jumped aboard this car for the 2nd time this year. Let's get some team radio.
I think we're on our own lap, so there's no need to do anything stupid. Bring the car home once we do the best we can. You guys heard him? You got us all on there, Brad? Brad, you got a copy? He shakes the car back and forth. Did he shake it or no? No.
So he got in this car mid-race at Circuit of the Americas earlier this year as well. Brad, we've talked about him. Works on teams, always has his stuff with him, and always gets the call to jump in these cars in an emergency.
Top 3, again, took the outside right here. You see Creed, Allgaier, and Larson. Zilich decided to go to the bottom, see what he can do.
Echo Park restart too.
And we're back here underway.
Bristol with 118 to go.
Connor didn't get a good
So Kyle Larson now with the lead here at the start to stage number 3. Allgaier right behind him in the number 7. But Connor Zilic gets into the back bumper of the number 7 and got him a little loose there. And now Sheldon Creed's going to look to take advantage here. And Sheldon Creed, the 0-0 on the outside of Connor Zilic. And man, they're right near the back bumper of Allgaier. And there's no room for error here for the number 7 Chevrolet as these Chevys continue to battle it out near the front of this pack. And Connor Zilic now side by side with Sheldon Creed. And this could open up the door for Sawalich, who's there in the number 18 Toyota right in 5th place. And Sheldon Creed holding on to that outside lane, but the 0-0 got loose. And now that's gonna, the number 1 just got loose, and now we're 3 wide, and my goodness, Sawalich takes advantage and gets inside both drivers, and now the 18's loose. Oh my goodness! These drivers are giving it everything they've got. We just seen the tail end of the number 18 look like a dang wagon tail. Oh my! Then man, after we seen the 0-0, now the 0-0 gets loose near the top lane. We're 3 wide heading into turn number 3. Here comes the 41 of Sam Mayer on the inside of Connor Zilic. And how did Sheldon Creed hold on to that 0-0 Chevy? Oh my goodness! He was near sideways near the top of the wall. He keeps the 0-0 out of it and then doesn't end up getting into 2 other drivers with, again, guys, our 5th, maybe 6th time I've seen 3 wide here at Bristol Motor Speedway. This is incredible. And we see here, guys, the action's starting to calm down here a little bit, but how about Sawalich? He was able to take advantage of Creed and Connor Zilic battling it out, and after they both got loose, the 18 got up and got 2 extra spots, and he's now driving 3rd. All right, so things are starting to kill out here a little bit, man, but
to keep the momentum rolling in the 24. Back up front, Sawalich has come to life to the outside of Sheldon Creed.
Heck yeah, what's up, Wayne? Hill for the win. Heck yeah, Wayne, appreciate you. So all right, here 108 laps to go, and now Sheldon Creed's on the inside of the number 18 Sawalich, and Creed's looking to get that top 3 spot back. And that 0-0 looks like a serious contender here, like it has all race long, and could be a really big guy to push Kyle Larson, who's really walking away with this race right now. Justin Allgaier's in 2nd, and this is a battle for 3rd. And now Sheldon Creed makes a nice move, but we've got the caution out. Woo!
Was our first caution of the night. And he'll bring it out again here with 106 laps to go. Was running 35th, 3 laps off the pace. And he'll scatter the folks in the infield there.
Yeah, sprayed for bugs.
That engine has gone.
Whoa.
Fire, get out. You're on fire. Get out.
Gosh, safety crew and
Back up, boys.
folks down there running for cover.
Yeah. They stopped at a good spot. There's 4 firemen standing there with fire extinguishers. That's good.
Yeah, they're on it right
The
away.
smoke is so bad inside of the car.
Well, and the worst thing you can do is stop, because then the smoke engulfs the whole car, so it's easier in that situation to keep it rolling. He did a good job getting to the inside there off the racetrack.
It was Hollywood from Justin Allgaier's crew.
Woo, and that was a little dangerous there, guys, as a car just got caught on fire.
Hollywood's going to be close to it.
As the number 91 looks like it could have blown up on the play, a blown engine, and the car caught on fire near the back of the pits here. As we see what happened, yeah, looks like the 91 just lost the motor. Tons of smoke coming out of that car.
Smoked out the whole facility here.
That is so scary as a driver because you don't know if there's oil or how much oil there is or what line he was running.
And you can't see.
Yeah, and you can't see.
Wow, that was really scary, guys. A lot of smoke. And you can see there the 91 goes up in flames very quickly. And thank goodness there were firemen there. And the rescue crew guys there to get that fire put out quickly.
see engines expire in that dramatic a fashion in this day and age.
Very kind of the other, looks like other pit crew members from another team came and pulled the driver out of the race, or of the race car there. And that's Magayo.
Now Larson, Allgaier, and Sawalich still at the front of the field.
Tons of smoke there in that blown up car. And that brings out our 6th caution here of the day, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get to the comments here, guys. Hope we're doing well. Heck yeah. Go says, hell yeah, Keith, sit back. We got the food part. Coleslaw and mashed potatoes. Coleslaw and mashed potatoes. All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here. Yeah, Ghost says, hell yeah, Keith, sit back. We got some food part. Heck yeah, dude. Love that. Wayne says, hill for the win. Heck yeah. Damn, got a burp from the back porch and woke up the neighbors next door dogs. Enjoying the big screen from the back porch, though. Haven't used it in a while. Heck yeah, Ghost. Appreciate you there, man. Pulling for Big E's scheme. Heck yeah, dude. The neighbors called the cops one time because I was playing country music too loud. I live a mile away. True story. Dude, Keith, man, your neighbor's got nothing better to do, dude. Are you kidding me? If I heard you jamming out some country music near me, like, I might stop by and say hi. Like, hey, dude, like, you want some beers? Like, you got some barbecue? Like, let's make some friends, dude. Seriously. Oh, man. Smoke on the pavement, fire in the car. Yeah, man, that was scary. That was a big, big blown up motor right there, dude. That car got out on fire. But luckily the driver's okay. That's what's most important. All right, guys, let's get these likes up and get a couple of bucks here. Hell yeah, and drop those donation options. Thank you there, Ghost. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much, man. And it says, hey, I would have showed them and told the private property out of my enforcement. Heck yeah. And you can see here, guys, they've actually brought out the red flag here.
Save when you bundle motorcycle, RV, and boat insurance. Visit progressive.com.
And this is a tremendous amount of smoke that only continues to increase. Mason did a great job getting off the racetrack, getting back into the garage area where it engulfed in flames.
Yeah, it's almost like he left it in gear, right? Like when you blow an engine up, the first thing I'll do is reach over and put it in neutral so the engine doesn't continue to spin and you know, pump out oil and everything. It's almost like he had left it in gear and it just kept getting worse.
Yeah, dude, it looks like a volcano.
You know, assuming being in that position there with the amount of smoke there, it was tough for him to see most likely inside that car. And he was just trying to roll it to the point that he could get out. But most importantly, thumbs up right there.
That's what we want to see. Thumbs up, all good.
On the scene quickly, and let's hear from Mason now.
And there's Mason.
Yeah, and a scary moment there for him as he pulled it into the garage area. First off, are you okay, Mason? We just want to make sure you're good after that incident.
Yeah, I'm all good. I knew there was going to be a lot of sparks under the lights here at Bristol. I just didn't expect my car to ignite it. So, just a shame. I mean, we were doing okay. I mean, we were hoping for a better day, but it was weird. I just saw the oil pressure just start to drop out of nowhere on that last restart, and then lo and behold, I was in smoke, and I mean, we just lost the motor at that point. I didn't expect to go up in flames like that, but
yikes, that's scary. That is really scary.
I'm good, but yeah, definitely a bummer. Wish we would have had a much better day with our DGM Racing Chevy. Appreciate SI Yachts coming on board at the last minute. We put this deal together on Friday, but just a shame. I felt like our car had good speed. We just needed to get a couple breaks, and we would have been right where we needed to be. But
that's usually the way it rolls, huh?
Hopefully we'll rebound to Kansas.
Thanks, Mason. Glad you're okay.
Mason's 5th start this year, not going to end the way that he...
Poor guy, man, but at least he got out okay. But a tough end to the race there for the driver for the number 91 Chevrolet as he goes up in flames here. And we'll have to see if, they're able to bounce back the following week. My party of smoke on the water? Heck yeah, dude. Keith, you live near me. It would be easy for every weekend. We would piss off the dumbasses and the officers, my Blue Line brothers. Heck yeah, dude. That's awesome. If you love Tim's show, say, hell yeah. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Heck yeah, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out here with us today. Bam. All right, not too bad, guys. We're waiting to get back to Green Flag Racing. We're here in the final stage. We've got just over 100 laps to go here at Bristol, which will go by pretty quickly. And thank you guys so much, man. Like your parody? Well, thank you, Ghost. Appreciate that, brother. And don't forget, guys, to please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel here for Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play here for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race at Bristol Motor Speedway, the last great Coliseum, and you guys are tuning in to one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now, let's go. Make sure you guys hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget, guys, you can also sign up for channel memberships if you're interested in helping support the channel in any way. You can also click the link on the top of my YouTube channel there where you can donate any amount that you guys would choose or would like to. If not, guys, you can also hit me up here in the live stream with super chats with any questions or shout outs that you guys have throughout the live stream, and just appreciate any way that you guys can like and support the channel. Thank you so much from Tim Reynolds Show, and appreciate you guys. Just a guy here following a dream to become a YouTuber here and hopefully give you guys one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. It's Tim Reynolds Show. So hey, let's keep the momentum going and let's go. Heck yeah, guys. Woo! Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, my Tampa Bay Rays just walked it off against the Yankees. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So how about William Zawalich here, guys? He's currently third after starting on the pole here in this one. And right behind Justin Allgaier as well for that dash for cash.
Deserves to be in this series. And it was also a really good understanding of what putting an entire race together feels like. But again, it meant a lot to not only William, but also the crew. Jeff, this entire
hell yeah, says Keith. Thank you, Ghost. So let's go. Like and share. $2 chat. Share won't kill you.
First win for that JGR 18. Thanks, Kim. First win for that car since Phoenix in March of 2023. So nice for William and Jeff Mendering to get back in victory lane.
So here we go, guys. 100 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And we are in the restart zone and back. Green Flag Racing here in Bristol, baby. And we see Allgaier right near the back bumper of Kyle Larson able to go out in front here in the number 88 Chevrolet, and now battling side by side with the number 18 Toyota is Justin Allgaier. The number 7 Chevrolet looks fast as he looks to hold on to that second place position, but Sawalich is going to have something to say about it, as we see Connor Zilic battling with Austin Creed once again, or excuse me, Sheldon Creed, and we see there Connor right to the back bumper of the 00. And Sheldon Creed still trying to find some balance in that car. And oh, they get just stacked up there on the bottom of the corner. And oh, Brent Cruz on the outside of Sam Meyer. And the 19 Toyota looks fast. Oh my goodness, down the front stretch. He passes 2 cars with ease until Sheldon Creed gets up in the top lane. And now he's loose in front of the 19. And man, Brent Cruz using that top lane in the number 19 Toyota to his advantage on this restart, gaining 3 spots in just as many laps. And now Sheldon Creed is battling with Connor Zilic, Connor able to get on the inside of the 18, and now Connor Zilic looks to take away that top 3 spot there from Sawalich. And William Sawalich up to the high side, and he'll give up that top 3 spot. And right behind them, Sheldon Creed has his hands full with Sawalich's teammate, Brent Cruz. And Cruz, in his first Bristol race here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, is doing very well for himself. That number 19 Toyota looks very fast here at Bristol. But Sam Myers on the inside, the 41, looking to get inside the top 6 here. But Brent Cruz says, not this time yet, buddy. So Brent Cruz now on the inside as once again Sheldon Creed takes the high side here. And oh man, almost some contact between the 19 and 00 as Brent Cruz is now using that bottom lane, and Sheldon Creed continues to use that high lane here with 90 laps to go in the final stage at Bristol Motor Speedway. And William Sawalich really holding on here in that 4th place position. The number 18 Toyota goes from the high side to the low side, really just trying to find anywhere he can get some grip from what it looks like. And Sheldon Creed right there in the back bumper, and he got a little loose, and Brent Cruz looks to take advantage as the number 19 Toyota closes the gap here. And that 00 Chevrolet continues to work the high side here at Bristol. And it's working for him. Oh, and contact there between the 00 and the 18. And Sheldon Creed almost takes out Sawalich. And Williams not going to be too happy about that. But there goes Sheldon Creed as he takes over a top 4 spot. And now because of that contact, here comes Brent Cruz. And you see the replay here. Ooh, man. How did Brent Cruz not get into the back bumper of Sheldon Creed as Creed gets in the back back right corner panel there of the number 18. And now William Sawalich drops back all the way to 6th as Brent Cruz now gets up inside the top 5 in the number 19 Toyota.
Away from them because he just set the fastest lap of the top 5 right there, so he's absolutely flying right now.
Thank you, Keith. Appreciate you, brother. So we see there Sheldon Creed really holding on to that 00 that's been fast all night long, but has not had the grip or the balance that he's been looking for in that car. But the speed has really helped him. But right now we've got Kyle Larson in first, Justin Allgaier in second, and Connor Zilic in third. And looks like our boy Ghost might have too many beers in him. And the beautiful sound of racing. So some of these lap cars could be coming into play here with 80 laps to go. Kyle Larson continues to lead here at Bristol. Justin Allgaier in second in the number 7 Chevrolet. And Connor Zilic, his teammate, is in third. And we see here Junior Motorsports holding on to the top 3 spots here.
They've been 2/10 faster at times than the cars ahead of them. I believe Creed's been running the top side mostly, especially down here in 1 and 2s. You see that? But he is ripping the top right now. Consistently been the fastest car on the racetrack.
And it seems like 79 to go. It seems like that's a big number, but it may take him 30 laps to get around these two. So he's got to get to these guys in second and third and make a move quickly if he wants any shot at Larson.
Well, and the one car just reacted to what he sees in his near the spot.
And guys, now we see Connor Zilic battling here with Justin Allgaier, and there goes Zilic! Connor gets around the number 7 of Justin Allgaier and takes over the second place spot. But ladies and gentlemen, they were just mentioning Sheldon Creed in the 00. He's using that high lane and has been continuously and consistently the fastest car on the racetrack. And here comes Sheldon Creed. He's on the outside of the number 7 and still using that high lane. Look at the momentum coming down the backstretch. And Sheldon Creed's going to take over that top 3 spot as he gets around Justin Allgaier coming down the front stretch. What a big run here for Sheldon Creed as he's using that top lane to his advantage, and the speed the number 0's getting out of the corner is absolutely incredible.
Those guys, it's not just a part of the track you got to be on. They just have really quick cars right now.
So Connor Zilic now in second, Sheldon Creed now in third. Justin Allgaier drops 2 spots in about 10 laps. And we've got here with 73 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Sheldon Creed still gaining on the number 1 of Connor Zilic here as Creed looks to get around the number 1 and somehow make it a battle for Kyle Larson, who continues to dominate here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Mozzarella sticks, curly fries, pizza color, roll, and sandwich.
Just go, man, just go.
Don't worry, Dale. You're not stealing. You just got it ridiculous.
All right, guys. So, as we're seeing here, a battle during our commercial break. The number 9 Chevrolet on the outside of the number 18 Toyota. As we're seeing a battle here, it's Quaffle who's able to get around Zawalich there. And that number 9 continues to move up here late in the race. He's been fast from the start, but had to start way, way in the back at the beginning of this race here. And now working his way up, he's now inside the top 6. Need to adjust the contrast on your beer can. Heck yeah there, Keith. Appreciate you, dog. Keith says, come on, people. You're watching the best stream on YouTube. Tim Reynolds Show. The best play-by-play of a NASCAR race. Show them how much fun we have. Take that, Tom Grassi. Love you, Tom. Big fan of Tom Grassi, everybody. So we got 68 laps to go here in this one, as Kyle Larson continues to lead here. And we could have, I believe, one more pit stop before this race is over if we continue to go green. But I'm not exactly sure. I imagine we might get at least in one more caution before the race is over. But just want to say thank you, everybody, for hanging out here with us on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get our subscriber count up here, guys. We are currently just over 3,400 and hopefully trying to get to 3,500 here very quickly. So would definitely appreciate all the help and support, guys. Thank you, thank you. All right, just waiting to get back from the commercial break here, guys. We've got about 63 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
On here at Bristol, the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series on the CW, the Suburban Propane 300. Dylan Welch, Parker Kligerman, Jamie McMurray in the broadcast booth, Carla Metz in the CW garage, Kim Kuhn and Heather DeBoe on pit road for what has been a exciting night of racing here in Thunder Valley. Great stories all throughout the field, and especially at the front of the field. We've been watching this battle the last 20 laps or so. Cruz is still trying to get around Justin Allgaier for fourth.
One of the most experienced drivers in the entirety of O'Reilly Series in Justin Allgaier, one of its youngest and newest in Brent Cruz, going toe-to-toe here at Bristol. Brent moving to the top, who's been super fast on the bottom. Allgaier tonight just has seemingly not had the car that he usually has here. Just can't seem to quite have the consistency. It doesn't have that pace in the long run that we're used to seeing out of him.
Still is at the front of the dash for cash cars, though, so not all is lost, even if he does soldier home inside just the top 5 for the 7 car.
So the number 7 here, Justin Allgaier, is starting to fall back here a little bit in this final stage, in this final lap run here, with 59 laps to go. Brent Cruz right near the back bumper here of the number 7, and Cruz could look to get inside the top 4 here.
Got his hands full with the 19 for sure here as we're down under 60 to go.
And now Cruz right there on the back bumper as Allgaier gets a little loose there. That number 7 Chevrolet using the high side here to try to avoid the lap traffic on the bottom part of the racetrack. And Allgaier, you see there, goes back towards the bottom as Cruz stays on the top lane. And Cruz has got some good momentum and now takes the bottom into turn 3 and 4 as Allgaier takes the top. So these two really filling each other out, trying to see where they can gain more position on one another. So we've got some lap cars coming up here as Sheldon Creed's just out in front of Justin Allgaier there in the 3rd place spot.
You're trying to cover and decide, and you just know you're maybe holding them up a tick, but you're just hoping that things turn as you cycle through the run, and maybe it comes your way. Maybe you catch some lucky traffic to hold them off for just a bit longer, and that's a really tough thing to do.
So the lap traffic coming into play, and that's giving Allgaier a little bit more space between him and Brent Cruz. And Brent Cruz, guys, we got to give a big shout out to this driver, the number 19 Toyota Supra for Joe Gibbs Racing. This is his first time racing in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series at Bristol. He has raced here in the trucks before, but he's doing very well riding inside the top 5 right now. And guys, how about the 17 of Corey Day? Corey Day has been able to work that number 17 Chevrolet back up towards the front after being almost inside the top 20 throughout the race. He's now inside the top 10, currently 8th, as they're battling around lap traffic right now. This lap traffic's really coming into play for a lot of these drivers trying to gain spots near the end of stage number 3. And we've got 50 laps to go here in stage number 3 at Bristol Motor Speedway. William Zawalich is a guy who started on the pole, and he's dropped back here as we see the longest top 10 streak by Hendrick drivers. Corey Day has had 7 straight top 10s, and he'll look to continue that top 10 streak here tonight at Bristol. And he's right near the back bumper of William Zawalich as Zawalich tries to hold on to that 18 that has lost a lot of grip and speed throughout this final stage as he continues to fall backwards. And now Day on the inside, the number 17 Chevrolet is right there, side by side, almost contact between those two drivers. It damn near made me stumble. And a great run here by Corey Day, but he is not done yet. Oh, the bumper gets into the 18. There's some contact, and Corey Day not afraid to use that front bumper to get around the driver of the number 19. Oh, we've got more contact on the exit. Oh, down the front stretch. William Zawalich says, nah, not tonight. But Corey Day, got the bumper as he cut off Zawalich there, trying to take that 7th place spot. And Zawalich nearly took out Corey Day. Wow. And what a battle as Corey Day finally gets around Zawalich. And there on the high side, you can now see the 17 start to pull away. But look at this replay there. Contact, contact, contact. 3 different sets of contact in one corner there by the 17 and 18. How did these two cars not wreck one another? I mean, damn. Good save there by William Zawalich, keeping that number 18 out of the wall. And now under battle here by Sieg, as the number 39 Chevrolet now looks to take away another spot here from Sawalich. And for William, man, he is battling to keep that number 18 Toyota inside the top 10 right now. And another guy who's making quite a bit of steam is Quapple. And the number nine Chevrolet, he's right in front of Corey Day, currently driving 6th, as the junior motorsports cars are really making one hell of a day here in this one. And we've got a battle here for the second place spot, or excuse me, the 4th place position, as Allgaier battles with Cruz here for that 4th place spot.
He has not been as efficient. Yeah, he hasn't done it yet. Ever since we started talking about it, he's still been glued to the back bumper.
Found the problem, need another beer, and there goes the time for burger and dog. Heck yeah.
He's been reading Carolina carports.
So we've got 40 laps to go here, guys. Allgaier still battling, as Brent Cruz is right there on his back bumper. Oh, Cruz right there, as he's going to look to make a move to get around the former O'Reilly Auto Parts Series champion.
At Martinsville a couple weeks ago, once he turned 18.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt if he could clear Justin that he would drive away. That car quite a bit quicker. You see, he's just following in his tracks. Really needs to get like the lap traffic and get.
Yo, Keith!
The easiest pass.
Appreciate you, dog, with the $2 super chat donation. And there goes Brent Cruz on the inside of Justin Allgaier, but Allgaier's not done. He's battling back on the inside as well. And a nice crossover move by Allgaier, but will it be enough? Brent Cruz is going to drive off here out the exit of the corner. That number 19 Toyota Supra looks fast, but guys, I am so impressed with Brent Cruz, who somehow keeps it out of the wall there. Yikes. And Brent Cruz got a little bit excited there after getting around Justin Allgaier for that top 4 spot. Almost took the number 19 into the wall.
Cruz finally able to get by Allgaier.
Heck yeah, Mrs. Reynolds with the big W. Shout out for Keith. Thank you, Keith. Appreciate you, brother.
Most laps Junior Motorsports has ever led in a single race, 221 for Kyle Larson, Heather.
And guys, Larson has led 221 of the 265 laps here today. We've got 35 laps to go here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Choice of anybody to be in the car, especially here at Bristol. But Marty did say he didn't think it was going to be this easy for Larson to dominate, but obviously he's proving this wrong. Another thing Kyle Larson wanted to do, he was on a mission to keep these O'Reilly competitors on their toes and performing at a high level. He wanted to give them their best to keep them all at their best as well. Kim? Well, Heather, Kyle Larson is a Cup regular. Connor Diligent P2, a Cup regular. That means Sheldon Creed and Pedron is the best of the rest. The highest running O'Reilly Auto Parts Series driver. No surprise there, he's finished runner-up in the last 2 Bristol, runner-up twice in the last 3 Bristol races. But the booth likened the racing that we see here to dirt racing. Or at least they get a little bit of an advantage if you grew up dirt racing. That's exactly what Sheldon told me. He said, because you're making late decisions, everything happens so quickly, you almost...
Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, the caution flag is out with 31 laps to go. And oh boy, this could change things up really quickly. Yo, Keith Clark, 24, thank you, man, for the subscription. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate that, Keith. Or I should say, Kenneth. Thank you, Kenneth Clark, 24. Appreciate you, Kenneth.
Decision time. Yeah. Down pit road.
Pressure, too, on the pit crews for those that come down.
Do you think tires matter? Really, we haven't seen it be playing a big part. We don't feel like there's been a ton of fall tonight. But
we saw those guys in stage 1 that didn't flip, that were able to hold on to spots inside the top 5, front of the top, or back half of the top 10. So with less than 30 to go,
the good news is we don't have to make that decision.
That's right. We can just
we're going to sit here and watch and figure out when it's afterwards. What's the best call?
Great observation.
Yeah. Well, I know it's because I felt like you and Dylan were going to paint me in a box of what would you do, and I didn't want to have to answer that.
We would never do such a thing.
Let's take a look at this. There's Greg Gaulding up at the top, that red car on the top side.
Oh, wow! And the number 72 got completely sideways and pushed down the front stretch here, as you see. Looks like Austin Hill. No, it's Love. Jesse Love gets into the back left corner panel
was just inside the top 15.
That's one of those situations where even though you're going backwards and getting crashed, you never stop driving the car, right? Because
praying
yes,
the whole time.
a little bit of both.
Yeah,
Right?
you're hitting the gas brake and moving the wheel and hoping something clicks.
Right.
Mrs. Reynolds, can't wait for you to get home.
For most of the night, let's listen into the 88 Radio Communications presented by Starkey. Scan the QR code now.
Think you get the fire back off here? I mean, how many did we just run right there? It's going to be about 25 to go when we go back racing here. I don't know. I don't know.
Ooh. That means inside the car, the grip has gone away.
Yeah.
Kyle didn't seem very confident in that, but somebody will stay out here. If they pit, there's no doubt we'll see a couple of guys stay out and take a chance. But that's a hard decision for Marty Lindley on the pit box because he was wanting Kyle to kind of, agree with him. Like, it'll fire back off.
Yeah.
That's not the answer that you want to hear if you're sitting on the 88 pit box.
Jeremy Clements was the free pass.
All right, guys, so we're going to see if these drivers are going to choose to pit. And the leader, Kyle Larson, does, and he brings the leaders with him. Oh, Brent Cruz stayed out. Uh-oh, and Brent Cruz, the young driver, is going to take over the lead here.
Jonathan Tony, the crew chief, saying, gonna put some feel goods on it, meaning new fresh rubber, and he just needs an air pressure adjustment, he said, for fire off. Heather?
And Marty Lindley said to Kyle Larson, he said, I have a feeling they're all going to come, so they elected to come down and pit. He told his team he's just getting tighter on the rubber, so a slight adjustment here for Kyle Larson. Also in is the 7 of Justin Allgaier, saying that when he turns the wheel, he shears the back, he's tight in the center, and he just sucks running the top. So the team going to work right now, 4 tires and Sunoco field for Justin Allgaier.
Race off pit road. For all these cars, 3 cars.
So clean pit stops here for most of these drivers, and we'll just have to see how these cars sort of shuffle out.
For Zilich, he's not running for driver points. Cruz has got a bunch of points to make up, so you may as well.
I think you have to do something different than Larson, because if you follow him down pit road and you don't beat him off of pit road, you're going to have a hard time outrunning him. But that's the guy that we picked to be the next.
Ooh. So, guys, 3 different drivers stayed out instead of pitting. Corey Day, Brent Cruz, and Connor Zilich. We'll see how many more stayed out and didn't take tires. And, oh, Ghost, what's up, man? Whirlpool Media, what's up there, brother?
The track is cooling down. It's a cooler night. I think I like this call. Why not?
And Larson's going to line up 4th. You have to think the first 2 will take the outside.
Would have given more, Mrs. Reynolds, but need it for my Crown Royal. Hey, that's all good there, brother. Heck yeah, Ghost, thank you for the $2 super chat donation, my brother. Thank you, man. What's up, Whirlpool Media? How we doing, man? Thank you for coming into the chat. And Kenneth, what's going on? Our next stream will be tomorrow for the NASCAR Cup Series race here at Bristol. And then we'll also be live on Monday night for Monday Night Raw. WWE Monday Night Raw.
Having not put Kyle Larson in a position to go win it for you.
And Kyle
Drank yourself sober. Oh, man. And Whirlpool says, watching from Rockingham, North Carolina. Hey, man, that's NASCAR Central right up there. Well, Whirlpool, thank you, man, for hanging out with us here today. We've got 25 laps to go. We'll probably have about 23 laps to go when we get back green flag racing. Kyle Larson has led most of the laps here today, but a couple of drivers have chosen to stay out instead of getting tires and gas here at the end of this stage after that last caution. So with about 24, 23 laps to go here, we're going to see some crazy madness here at the end of this race, guys.
Well, in all fairness, probably shouldn't have won Vegas.
You're right.
Allgaier had the best car there.
The opposite.
And then he should have won Darlington, and he didn't. They had a bad pit stop and got put back in the pack a little bit and just didn't have the speed that he needed.
Connor Zilich going to restart as the race leader. Kim's downstairs with his crew chief.
Take it easy, Ghost.
Yeah, that'd be Rodley Trillers. You elected to keep your driver out on older tires. The majority of the field came down. What's the biggest concern here?
Yeah, honestly, I didn't think that many was going to come, but the leaders had good restarts all day. Hopefully we can get a good restart here, keep control of the race. Never know how many restarts we're going to get before the end, but we got one of the best guys in our seat, and hopefully we can pull it off.
That guy's one of the best in the garage area for sure. Cup champion Rodney Childers. I think you got to trust him when whatever decision he makes. If you're Connor Zilic, and they'll have the track position they've been trying to get all night on this restart.
You can hear the worry, though. Yeah. Like, I thought more guys were going to stay out, and that's exactly what we talked about, knowing that the guys with tires are only 3 or 4 positions behind you. This restart's going to be key. How aggressive can Kyle be? Can he get 3 wide and get a couple of those, in the first quarter or two? Because I do think if they get single filed out, it's going to make it tremendously harder.
One thing that I'm interested to watch, we've seen a couple.
Well, thank you, Kenneth. I'm not a big baseball fan myself. I'd rather watch it than live stream it, but maybe something to keep in mind. I do like the Tampa Bay Rays, and I just don't get to watch them on TV. So for me, the only team I would be able to live stream is the Detroit Tigers. So.
She took 2 tires there on the bottom of row 2.
All right, thank you everybody for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. As we get ready to go green flag racing, we'll have 22 laps to go here in the final stage of the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series from Bristol Motor Speedway, the last great Coliseum. It's Thunder Valley and it's Bristol, baby!
Time to settle it here at Bristol. 22 laps to go. It'll be Connor Zilic.
Welcome home, Miss Reynolds.
And Corey Day.
Hey, guess what's about to happen?
On the front row.
They're entering the restart zone, and we're going back green flag racing here with 22 laps to go at Bristol Motor Speedway. Connor Zilic got a great restart, and he extends his lead here. And oh man, Corey Day's left in the dust, as we see there. Larson makes easy work getting around the number 17. Oh, and now Zilic in trouble. There goes Brent Cruz into the back bumper of the number 1. And now up to the high side. Connor Zilic holds on to the lead, but Justin Allgaier's on the outside of the 88 Chevrolet. And the number 7 Chevy wants to get up inside the top 3. And how about Brent Cruz right at the, into the wall. The 19's into the wall. He somehow holds on to it. Brent Cruz gets the 19 Toyota into the wall here at Bristol. He's still holding on to that car. And there goes Kyle Larson trying to hold on here. And he gets to the inside here as Connor Zilic still has the lead with 19 laps to go. And Larson there on the inside of 19 of Cruz. Cruz's Toyota's got to be messed up after that hard lick into the outside wall. And we'll see a replay here, guys. And William Sawalic's contact between Jones and Sam Mayer. How did those guys not wreck? Holy crap. And Jones, and we've got a caution. Caution's out, guys. Caution is out.
Going to be a little easier.
Well, this is perfect for them. As you see, Anthony Alfredo here on pit road, he actually got sideways off of turn 4, hit the inside wall. Unfortunate. So today looking great in practice, but this day has just slipped away from them.
So if you're the top 2, this minimizes the advantage of the new tires, right? That's a good thing.
But as they re-rack and you look at the lineup, you have to think that Cruz is going to take the top behind Zilic and be on the outside. And that's going to give Larson the front row.
Look at the top of your screen, that white car in red, and he comes down the racetrack. As Blaine Perkins was coming up the racetrack, they meet. Very similar to what we saw with Jesse Love and Greg Ollie.
Anthony was 27th. At the time of that yellow.
We had a lot going on.
Yeah, we did.
We were talking about with Brandon Jones.
And there you go there. Zawalic gets into the back of Sieg, and then Jones gets into the back of Zawalic, and then gets into the front right corner panel of the number 41 of Sam Mayer. And how the heck these guys didn't crash is beyond me.
Has kind of gotten away from the 20. They were mixing it up inside the top 5 earlier tonight.
Oh, and it was actually the number 8 Chevrolet that got into the back left corner panel of the number 20 Jones. Ooh, and you can see some smoke rub there on the tire. And how about Brent Cruz just taking it too tough as he got into that outside wall, just going way too fast into that corner.
This 18-year-old.
He grew up racing micros at Millbridge in North Carolina, where you got to just go up and be fearless against the outside wall. That's pretty much what it looked like. That's pretty much how it looked for Cruz right there. something that he's pretty comfortable with.
He's lucky that it didn't knock the suspension
Keith,
out,
appreciate
though.
you,
That's
dog.
pretty
Wow,
good
man.
Contact.
Press the like
Let's get
button
some
and
19
subscribe.
rating
He'll
for
give a
Cruz
couple
right
bucks,
second.
people. Tim and Mama trying their best, and please donate for future Graybeard Duck jerseys. Good to be home, huh? Everyone says hi. They're happy you're home.
Good spirits. See just a little bit of right front damage. Looks okay though. No rub.
Lot of discussion over the years of that relationship with Jesse Love and Connor Zilic. We play up on that. But this is the third amigo in that friendship. Brent Cruz is really good friends with those guys. Both he and Connor have been rivals for a long time at the karting track. They kind of came along at the same time, went to Europe together and raced over there. So these two guys have raced together for a long time. What a cool
I get to see the end of the race.
Heck yeah, baby. Did you see I got the picture up?
It was close between Cruz and Larson
cool, you
as to
can't
who
really
was
see
going
it.
to be scored
Yeah, the
in
light.
the second spot.
Just because of the
This is at
lighting.
the time of the yellow, which is how the NASCAR tower makes these decisions. And you can see Cruz in the 19 just a half bumper or so out in front of the 88. Who knows? That could be the difference maker.
That could be a huge difference.
Sorry.
Can't wait to see what these guys decide to do on the choose. That bottom lane is so hard to get going, but
Only
Larson does
13
have a
laps
little
to
bit
go.
better tires
Okay,
on
I'll be quick.
than what the two front guys do. And I think if you're Larson and they both take the top, you have to take the front row. That's going to be your shot at winning. Just so hard to get going, and I was really impressed with how quick Zilic and Cruz were on those older tires. I felt like at the beginning of that run with those guys being on stickers, they would have a little more speed.
All right, guys, so we're going to have about 11 laps to go. It looks like here in the final stage, here at Bristol, Connor Zilic holding on to the lead, Brent Cruz right behind him. And then it's Kyle Larson, Justin Allgaier, Connor Quaffle, and Corey Day there to round out the top six.
Caution laps are just helping Zilic and Cruz.
Yeah, once we choose, which I believe we're going to do here, and there we are. So when we come back to green next time, it'll be...
So Brent Cruz takes the outside lane, and because of that, that's going to put Kyle Larson on the front row. And guys, Carson Quappel, who's in the number 9 Chevrolet, is currently 4th now, and that's a great position for him to be. He's been aggressive all race long, and that number 9 Chevrolet has been fast.
Cruz didn't get going very well, and those guys had tires behind, and they all did.
And Allgaier had a major run, and he didn't check up whatsoever. He's like, I'm going to help whoever's in front. When there's one or two of you, you're going forward.
And if you think that was intense, wait till this one.
Yeah.
Because we're only going to have 12 to go when we get back around here. These guys are going to know it's going to go by.
Dude, Kenneth, that would be awesome, man. I've always wanted to go to the Daytona 500. I've been to Daytona International Speedway, but only for the July race. As we're back, here we go, guys. Green flag racing back here. Oh, and Brent Cruz gets loose. Oh, man, somehow he holds on to it. And now we're seeing on the inside the number 88 of Kyle Larson. And Larson looking to get around Connor Zilic. Oh, and there we go. Brent Cruz on the outside. What a run here for the 19. And now Connor Zilic looks like he's fading as Brent Cruz is on the outside, side by side with Connor Zilic. The number 1 Chevrolet on the inside lane. The number 19 Toyota on the outside takes the lead. The 19-year-old, the young man, now just had the fastest lap of this race on used tires. How is he doing this? The number 19 Toyota's in a battle as we're seeing Kyle Larson right behind them, and Connor Zilic is not going away. It's a 3-car race here with 8 laps to go. On the high side is the 19. He holds on to the lead, the young man Cruz, but he's got Larson right on his tail. And on the inside is Connor Zilic in the number 1 Chevrolet. We've got 7 laps to go. This is a big race here to the finish, ladies and gentlemen. And Kyle Larson taking his time. No, Brent Cruz just got into the wall again. The 19, and now Kyle Larson just split him and send the 19 up to the high side. And Larson trying to make an aggressive move to take the lead. But Connor Zilic is now your new leader. And what a move. Brent Cruz somehow saves that car after it got into the wall once again.
I got Larson winning.
And we see here a big battle. It's Connor Zilic, Kyle Larson. It's just coming down to a two-man race here. And Kyle Larson taking his time. He knows he's got the better tires here. And Zilic trying to just take his time and get to the checkered flag. We've got 4 laps to go here at Bristol. And Kyle Larson's right there. Will the difference in rubber making an exception here? The 88's got fresher tires, but that number 1 Chevrolet looks really fast here, folks. And coming down the front stretch, we've got 3 laps to go. Connor Zilic holding on to the lead. Kyle Larson right behind him, closing that gap ever so slightly. And we see here getting out of the gas. Oh, Kyle Larson got loose. And that could be the opening Zilic needed. And you see the big gap now between him and Kyle Larson as we come down the backstretch. 2 to go into turn 3 and 4. The white flag coming out for Connor Zilic.
Aww.
And the number 1 Chevrolet looks like he's got a chance to walk away as the victor after a dominant day by Kyle Larson. The pit strategy game worked for the number 1 team, and Connor Zilic is your winner here at Bristol Motor Speedway for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. What a race and what a finish that was, man. Wow. Wow. Who, him? Yeah, he's a rookie in the Cup Series. He's like 19 years old. And that's crazy. This Brent Cruz kid is like 19 as well. This was his first race here at Bristol, and he just finished 3rd. He almost got the lead. He almost won the race as a 19-year-old in his first time racing here. Freaking crazy. And guys, how about that? Junior Motorsports finishes with 4 drivers in the top 5. Junior Motorsports is killing it, guys.
$800,000 total for him over the course of this program.
Well, I got to see the end of the race.
I'm so happy you got to see the end of the race, baby.
I was going for Larson.
That was the most exciting part of the race.
Connor Zilic, the winner of the Suburban Propane 300, his 12th career win and his 39th start in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series.
Wow, guys, did you hear that stat? His 12th career win and 39 career starts in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. That is incredible dominance for the young rookie in the NASCAR Cup Series. And now we've got to look out for Connor Zilic tomorrow, and he'll be driving that number 88 Chevrolet, baby. Big burnout here at Bristol in the last great Coliseum as we see the number 1 Chevrolet burn it down here in Thunder Valley as we see the fireworks taking place. What a beautiful sight to see here at Bristol Motor Speedway. And guys, your winner here, Connor Zilic in the number 1 Chevrolet.
Hang on, wait a second. I've got PTSD. Be careful, bud. Yep.
What's happening?
He forgot to put it in park, so the car was rolling. So guys, rounding out your top 10 here, Connor Zilic finishes in 1st in the number 1 Chevrolet. Kyle Larson finishes 2nd in the number 88 Chevrolet after a dominating performance here today, winning the first 2 stages. Brent Cruz finishes 3rd in the number 19 Toyota. Justin Allgaier finishes 4th in the number 7 Chevrolet. Carson Quaffle finishes 9th in the number 9 finishes 5th in the number 9 Chevrolet to round out the top 5. Sheldon Creed, a tough finish for his day that was going really well, but he finishes 6th in the 00 Chevrolet. William Zawalich finishes 7th in the number 18 Toyota, and Corey Day finishes 8th in the number 17 Chevrolet.
Your crew chief elects to keep you out. The majority of the field comes down for fresh tires. You're on old tires. You had Larson, the best car of the night, breathing down your neck. You had Brent Cruz doing crazy moves. How did you hold them off to win this race?
Yeah, man, that was awesome. It's been a tough past few weeks for me in the Cup Series, and feels good to come back down here and into the O'Reilly Series and remember that I can still do it. It's tough. You finish in the back every week and you forget who you are, but this feels good. So we played strategy. Rodney made a great call to keep us out. The tires weren't wearing much all night, and we were able to get our Roto-Rooter Chevrolet in the track position that it needed to go out and win the race. So
All right, as we see Parker Retzlaff finishes 9th in that number 99 Chevrolet, a good finish for him. And Taylor Gray, who's had his ups and downs throughout the year, finishes 10th in the number 54 Toyota. Here to end this one, guys, there is your top 10.
To be able to hit a milestone for him like that.
I mean, Rodney's won a lot of races in his career, but it's cool to get one with him and to get him his first win in the O'Reilly Series with JRM. He works really hard and he's super smart, so it means a lot to be able to work with him. And hell yeah, Bristol!
Congratulations. Connor Zilic, a winner at the last Great Coliseum.
You know, and I think it's cool.
Dude, thank you, Keith. I appreciate that, brother.
There are a lot of differences in calling.
And look at that ghost shouting out, baby girl. Of course he is.
Still learning, even as an experienced crew chief. They won this race with a strategy call that he made.
Says, baby girl, we love you. We love Tim, but his life is complete because of a woman who stands beside him. We honor you both. Love you. Love you both. And he isn't complete without you. Love you. Ghost, you are so sweet. Are you a poet, Ghost? Are you a poet? That was absolutely beautiful. And Keith says, Tim, I'm going to go and email Cletus McFarland to see if you can do one of his races. People would love your voice. Dude, I totally agree, man. Thank you, Keith. That's very nice of you, man. And Kenneth Clark, one of our new subscribers, says, good night to all my friends. See you in the next stream. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you guys liking and subscribing to Tim Reynolds Show. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this live play-by-play here for the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series here in 2026. As we see Connor Zilic gets the victory, taking that number 1 Chevrolet all the way to victory lane for Junior Motorsports here in the last Coliseum at Thunder Valley at Bristol Motor Speedway. Hope you guys have enjoyed this live play-by-play right here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. And guys, this is Tim Reynolds Show, and let's go.
Oh, I missed it.
Well, you want to do it again? This is Tim Reynolds Show, and let's go!
Peace, y'all.
Peace out, everybody. Thanks for showing us love. Thanks for coming here and hanging out on the channel. We'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow for the NASCAR Cup Series race at Bristol Motor Speedway, and Monday night for WWE Monday Night Raw. Thank you guys so much for all the love. Peace out, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Peace.
Yeah.